Hey guys, what's up? PR Wolf here, and I'm going to be bringing you another P-Dog tips and tricks. This one's going to be on randomization. It's something that I honestly don't see in Minecraft a lot, and I thought that I'd at least show you the concept of randomization in order to kind of get your brain going about it, and hopefully to improve your randomization skills in order to get this better known in the Minecraft community, because it does make your builds look a lot better in the end, and I just want to show it to you guys. So basically right here, just randomizing. This is a bad example pretty much, but basically just showing you that plain wall and then just a randomized wall, which is a bunch of random blocks everywhere. But let's move on to the actual video. So right here, this is your standard Minecraft wall. You have your, this is probably a part of the house. You have the buttons up here to add in a little detail, but there's not much actually going on with the build. But if you go over here to my randomized build, basically I have jungle wood here, I have mossy cobblestone, I have broken stairs, all this stuff going on. And basically what the goal of randomization is just to make your builds look random, make them look weird. And here are a few tips for actually randomizing. Number one, if you think something should go somewhere, don't do it. So basically what I mean by that is if you have a hole here and a hole here, and you're just like, ooh, a hole should go there, or oh, I'm not having a hole on this wall, don't do it. It's supposed to look that way. That way, other people will look at that and be like, shouldn't there be something over there? But if you put something over there, then it's not random. It's supposed to be just random, not supposed to look ordinary, not supposed to have any rhyme or reason to it. Just throw in random stuff. Tip number two, build your actual build first and then randomize. It'll make it a lot easier later down the road. That way you don't have to visualize what it will actually look like. You have it visually what it should look like, and then you just go from there and start breaking blocks and replacing them with different blocks. And rule number three for randomization, just it's not really a rule, but it's just a word of thumb. You can never, ever, ever have too much randomization, guys. The more randomization, the better. It'll just make it more detailed. And randomization is something you kind of have to get a feel for. I've been doing it for a good year or two now, so I kind of feel of it, kind of what it should look like. But basically, this is just a little example. I can build something way better than this, but this is not supposed to be a super detailed build, guys. It's just supposed to get your mind going about what randomization is. If we go on to our next example, here's your regular grass right here. Whenever I go onto a server and I see like grass field, this is normally what they have. My question is, why not just come over here and do something like this? It's a lot more random. I know you have random cobblestone and everything. You're probably like, what? How is it supposed to be grass? Basically, what my idea here is this supposed to be like a rocky grass. The reason I added in these stone bricks is because maybe this is a path. Maybe this used to be a place that people walked on a lot, like a little road. And then over time, it's gotten disintegrated. So you have the broken bricks here, they have the cobblestone. With these builds, you know, obviously throw stuff out if it doesn't make sense for what you're trying to build. This is supposed to be like an overgrown little path area, or even it could be grass. Just look at it. It just looks much nicer than the grass over here. And one thing with this that I like is how there's not a lot of grass actually, because I feel like the regular Minecraft grass, it sticks out and it actually blocks a lot of the block detail. So if you do randomize the ground, make sure not to use too much grass if you're doing it this way. That way people can actually look and they can see the indents, they can see the cobblestone and all that stuff, and it's not just covered by everything over there. And then my last little example here is something for a water feature. This is something I see on a bunch of servers, and it honestly just ticks me off a little bit, just because there's so much more you can do, and it's just like this little detail no one ever notices, but it's just a good thing to do. Right here, you have your regular water feature. Maybe it's sandstone, maybe it's grass, whatever you have under there. But just take a little bit of extra effort, add something on top if it's appropriate. So if it's like a swampy area or a little pond, and then underground, just add some randomization, guys. As you can see, I have some podzol going on. I have some dirt. I have some stone bricks. I have some cobblestone. I have gravel, I have some stone, just regular stone, just all the stuff going on under there, and you may be wondering, why does this really matter to my build? Well, you'll see, basically it just shows that you are willing to put in the extra detail, even underwater in places that it doesn't, like, really matter. Just a little extra detail. This is probably something that you do last if you were building something like a server hub and you wanted to get out early. This would probably be the last thing I'd recommend doing, but it's just a little extra nice feature in order to show that you really do care about your builds and want to just take the extra step. One other thing, a few notes. I'm just gonna start throwing out tips when randomizing because, as I've said, I've done this a good bit, so I know a few things that work. Now they have Podzol in Minecraft as of the 1.7.2 update. Make sure to use it. This is a great feature along with dirt, because if you just have dirt alone, it can get a little bland. So throw in some Podzol also. It just adds in another kind of dirt, and also, if you're working with grass and you don't have something like World Edit, or you don't have a way in order to stop the grass from spreading, use Podzol instead. It's basically the same thing. It does have a slightly different texture. It looks more brown on top. It just has a more lush color, but it still works as an alternative. And that's just an idea if you want to actually have a dirt-like setting, but don't want the grass to spread everywhere. Another tip: flowers, don't use them too much. Use flowers sparingly, especially when doing a landscape, just because in real life, unless you actually do have a field of flowers, you either want to use them very sparingly, or you want to actually make like a little circle or a little square of flowers, but not perfect. What I mean by that, guys, is if I grab a poppy right here, and then I also grab some grass. If you have a little grass field right here, you do not just want to, let me just build this in real quick. You don't just want to go like this, build poppies, and then just be like, okay, done. That's not what I mean when I mean build a little square of poppies. I mean take some out, but have them relatively clustered together. It's still a little square, but something like this maybe if it was a larger field. If I went through some grass in there, but just little things like that. So either have a bunch of players grouped together or use them very sparingly across your build. Another quick little tip when doing walls, only do things that work. Like basically if I were to get some wood and I were to throw in some dark wood or maybe some arcane wood, this is basically just something you have to get a feel for and know pretty well. You just need to start combining random things, looking at them, and like here, it looks a little odd just because of the extreme change of color, so I wouldn't use that, but maybe I'd use some of this, the Archaea wood, or however you pronounce that, but maybe if I had like a dying build or an older build, like putting it with these, it's not the exact same tint, but it does look a lot closer than if I just put this right here. Don't mix those types of woods, don't look too good. Mainly randomization is just experimenting until you find things that work well, and the more of these things you get in your head, just the more of a template you'll have for randomizing. When randomizing things like a path, I would recommend grab some cobble, grab some gravel, and grab some stone. If it's not an actual path that's supposed to be defined, just start randomizing, place things down, don't put in any order whatsoever. If things look wrong out of place, good, they want to look out of place. And then also, like here, this may be a little path this way, or it could be this way if you want to continue it on that way. Basically, what you could do, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but basically this, something you want to kind of keep in mind is imagine closing your eyes, or actually closing your eyes, and then just start randomly breaking blocks, and then you basically kind of have a shape for your path. Maybe it would like start curving this way or something, but that's just an idea. Imagine just closing your eyes and just start randomly breaking and see what shapes you can make. And once again, don't make it square or anything. Squares are honestly, although I know it's gonna sound weird, but in Minecraft, squares, even though everything's made out of a square, don't make squares. So that's pretty much all the tips I have for you for randomization. I may make a part 2 of this video in the future, or make an updated version when I feel I have the time to, or when it's needed, and if you guys want it. That way I can show you just some more of my randomization tips and stuff, because right here, I didn't go over too much, just gave you a few ideas, but if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section below, and thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for supporting me. I just hit over 40 subs recently, and now 41. Thank you to all of you guys. You are amazing. I can't wait for even more of you to sub to me in order to know that you like watching my content. And just thank you for making this dream a reality. I really, really would love to hit 100 subs or even 50 before summer's over. I'm probably gonna go with 50 or 75 to make it more realistic, but I'll take all the support I can get. So thank you guys for watching. Once again, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitter account. Check out my Twitch, where I'm going to be live streaming. I basically do it daily, or whenever I'm just playing a game stuff, I may stream it for you guys. But that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.